Have you ever met someone who deeply understands how others feel, but doesn't really care about being seen as nice? Welcome to the world of Sigma Empaths. These are people who are emotionally aware and very empathetic, but they don't follow the usual social rules. While many empathetic people try to please everyone, Sigma Empaths care more about being true to themselves and protecting their freedom. Welcome to time-tested advice, where ancient philosophy meets the modern world. I'm your host, Alfred. Let's get started. In today's video, we're going to talk about 14 powerful reasons why Sigma Empaths have stopped trying to be nice all the time. From learning to say no to avoiding emotional overload, we'll look at how these strong individuals are changing the way they live, connect with others, and take care of themselves. As people become more open to different personality types, Sigma Empaths are standing out. They don't bend over backwards for others like traditional empaths often do. Instead, they've learned to focus on what matters most to them. This marks a big change in how we think about empathy. Understanding this shift is important, not just for Sigma Empaths, but for everyone around them. It reminds us why self-respect, being real, and forming deep connections matter so much in today's busy and complicated world. By learning from their journey, we can all work toward healthier relationships and a more fulfilling life. If this message speaks to something inside you, if it reminds you of who you are deep down, click subscribe and tap the bell. This space is for people like you, ready to grow, heal, and stand strong. Let's begin. So let's jump into the 14 reasons why Sigma Empaths have let go of being nice all the time. Their story is powerful and might just inspire you to rethink how you show up in your own life. They've learned to set boundaries. Sigma Empaths have realized that always being nice can drain them. Take Jane, for example. She used to say yes to everything, always trying to help everyone else. But in return, she often felt used and exhausted. One day, she decided to make a change. She began setting boundaries and saying no when needed. It wasn't easy at first, but it helped her protect her energy and build respect for herself. Now, Jane feels more in control and appreciated. People began to respect her more, and she stopped feeling so drained. For Sigma Empaths, setting boundaries is about knowing their own value. They understand that without limits, they can be taken for granted. These boundaries help them stay emotionally and mentally healthy, while also allowing them to connect with others in a real and honest way. Being real matters, more than being nice. Sigma Empaths choose to be true to themselves instead of pretending to be nice all the time. Take Sam. He used to agree with everyone just to keep the peace, always smiling even when he disagreed. But inside, he felt fake. One day, he decided to start being honest about how he really felt. At first, some people were surprised or even upset. But over time, Sam's relationships became more real and satisfying. People liked his honesty, even if they didn't always agree with him. Sigma Empaths like Sam know that real relationships are built on truth, not just politeness. By being authentic, they attract people who truly respect and understand them. They want to avoid emotional burnout. Always putting others first can lead to burnout. Emily, a Sigma Empath, was always there for everyone. She never said no. Eventually, she started feeling worn out, detached, and unhappy. That's when she realized she needed to take care of herself too. She started doing things she enjoyed, like hobbies, meditation, and exercise. She also asked others for help when needed. These changes helped her feel better and more balanced. Experts like Dr. Lisa Feldman Barrett say that taking care of your emotional health is key, especially for empathetic people. Sigma empaths understand this. They know they can't help others if they're constantly drained, so they take steps to protect their energy and mental health. They focus on deep, real connections. Sigma empaths prefer a few strong relationships over lots of shallow ones. Think of Alex. He used to hang out with a big group of people, but those relationships often felt empty. He would come home feeling tired and unfulfilled. So, he decided to spend more time with the few people who really cared about him. This brought more joy and meaning to his life. Sigma empaths are careful about who they let into their lives. They focus on people who truly understand them and share similar values. They listen more, connect deeply, and build strong, lasting relationships that bring real emotional support. They feel stronger when they speak up. Sigma empaths have learned that being quiet and agreeable all the time doesn't help them grow. Sarah, for example, used to avoid conflict and never stood up for herself. But she began to see how that was holding her back. So she started speaking her mind and standing her ground. She noticed that people began to respect her more, both in her personal life and at work. Assertiveness helped her set boundaries and reach her goals. Research shows that people who speak up are more likely to succeed. Sigma empaths use this skill to take care of themselves and make sure they're treated fairly, without having to pretend to be nice. They're tired of being used. Many Sigma empaths have been taken advantage of because of their kindness. Ryan always helped others, even when it hurt him. Over time, he noticed some people only came to him when they needed something. They never returned the favor. He realized he had to protect himself. So, he started paying attention to warning signs and trusting his gut. Now, he chooses his friends carefully and doesn't let people manipulate him. Sigma empaths like Ryan learn from their past and use that wisdom to build healthier relationships. They stop trying to please everyone and start standing up for themselves. They want to stay true to their values. Instead of just trying to be polite, Sigma empaths aim to live in a way that matches their values. Mia used to go along with what society expected, even if it didn't feel right. But when she started being honest with herself, she chose to follow her beliefs, even when it was hard. She spoke up for what mattered, supported causes she cared about, and stopped trying to please everyone. Her courage inspired others. Famous empaths like Maya Angelou also believed in living from the heart. Sigma empaths do the same. They know that living with integrity feels better than just going with the crowd. They want a life with meaning. Letting go of being overly nice helps Sigma empaths live with more purpose. Lily used to spend all her time trying to make others happy. In the process, she forgot about her own dreams. But once she embraced who she really was, everything changed. She started living for herself, chasing her goals, starting a business, and helping causes she believed in. She stopped trying to fit into what others expected and started making every decision with care and purpose. This way of living helped her feel more fulfilled and alive. Sigma empaths know that when they live with intention, they create a better life, not just for themselves, but for everyone around them. They've stopped fearing judgment. Sigma empaths have learned not to let other people's opinions control their lives. Meet David, a Sigma empath who used to worry constantly about what others thought of him. He would second-guess his choices and stay silent just to avoid being judged. But over time, he realized that trying to fit in was making him miserable. So David decided to stop letting fear guide him. He started doing what felt right, even if it meant standing out or going against the crowd. It wasn't easy at first, but it brought him peace and confidence. Sigma empaths like David understand that judgment is a part of life, but it doesn't have to shape who they are. They've made peace with being misunderstood. Instead of shrinking themselves to make others comfortable, they choose to live boldly and stay true to what they believe. This mindset gives them the courage to make honest choices and feel proud of the path they're on. They don't chase approval anymore. In the past, Sigma empaths often looked for validation from others to feel good about themselves. But now they've realized their self-worth doesn't come from outside praise. Take Zoe. She used to post every kind act she did on social media, hoping people would like and applaud her. But the more she chased approval, the emptier she felt. One day, Zoe decided to do good things simply because they felt right, not because she wanted applause. That small shift made a big difference. She became more grounded, more peaceful, and more proud of who she was becoming. Sigma empaths like Zoe know that doing something valuable doesn't always mean getting noticed. Their confidence now comes from within. They no longer need constant reassurance from others to feel worthy. They know their value, even when no one's watching. They've learned to listen to their inner voice. Sigma empaths have a strong inner compass, and with time, they've learned to trust it more than outside noise. For example, Noah always used to ask others for advice on every decision. He doubted his own judgment and ignored his gut feelings. But the more he followed other people's advice, the more disconnected he felt from himself. One day, after making a big decision that felt wrong, Noah decided to try something different. He chose to follow his intuition. The result? He felt more at peace, even when the outcome was uncertain. Sigma empaths like Noah have learned that their inner wisdom is often their best guide. They trust their instincts, especially when it comes to relationships, choices, and values. This self-trust helps them stay centered and strong, even in confusing or chaotic situations. They protect their peace at all costs. Sigma empaths deeply value their emotional peace, and they're no longer willing to trade it for people-pleasing or drama. Think of Ava. She used to stay in toxic friendships just to avoid hurting people's feelings, but those relationships were draining her. She constantly felt anxious, tired, and stuck. Eventually, Ava realized that her peace mattered more than keeping fake connections alive. She let go of those friendships and created space for calm, supportive, and peaceful relationships. Now, she feels more balanced and free. Sigma empaths like Ava know that their mental health is priceless. They've learned to remove themselves from environments that bring stress, even if it means disappointing others. They protect their energy by being selective about who they allow into their space. For them, peace isn't a luxury, it's a daily priority. We've gone over 14 big reasons why Sigma empaths no longer focus on being nice all the time. From setting boundaries to finding their true purpose, they've taken powerful steps to protect their energy and live more authentic lives. These changes don't just help them, they inspire the people around them too. Now think about your own life. Are you looking after your well-being? Are you living in line with your true values? By making small changes, we can all move toward a more meaningful and real life. If this video spoke to you, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Share your own journey. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching till the end. Your support truly means the world to me. Together, we will forge a path of nothing but peace and happiness. This has been your host, Alfred. I'll see you in the next one. Same time tomorrow. Until next time.